Good morning, investors and traders. This is Naeem Aslam, Chief Market Analyst at Have a Trade, and welcome to our daily technical analysis video in which we'll be talking about Bitcoin touching and going above the 22K. Remember, yesterday we talked about the Bitcoin price touching and going above the 20,000. Now, today we have gone above the 22,000. So let's have a bit more discussion around this and then see what exactly the price is heading. But before we do anything else, as always, it is important for me to go through this disclaimer. Anything which will be discussed can't be perceived as an advice. If you are looking for one, please do consider consulting with your own financial advisors. Now, let me bring out the MT4 platform. And on this one, as always, we will begin the analysis by looking at the daily time frame first. On the daily time frame, what we see is that this gigantic candle, which happened yesterday, and then the move was more than $2,500 approximately. Now, obviously, it has been a very long time since we've seen such a gigantic, big candle, because all what we can see is, yes, there was this candle which was pretty big, and then there was this particular candle which was also very decent enough, but nothing with the magnitude, with the size of this particular candle, because this one, yes, there was a big move, but the price didn't really move that much. But what we got to really look at is that how this momentum is really going to continue from here, because all what I can see is something which is very similar to what we have seen is over here and over here. And then what the market tells us in relation to that is that the price can continue its journey to the upside when such move happens. So meaning this particular move can easily touch the price and then can take the price all the way to 225,000 US dollars. So when that will happen, I think it can fairly happen very quickly, and it can happen in the next few days. The reason that I'm saying is because look at the RSI, folks. This is the most important one. If we focus on the RSI, yes, it is in the oversold territory, but we are nowhere close enough to this particular price with the RSI level, and that shows that this current RSI, which is trading much below, it can still pump to the upside a bit more, and in fact it can go all the way as high as particular this one, which is slightly above than this particular level. So all in all, what it means is that the price can continue its journey to the upside. Now, a recap on yesterday when the prices were trading at 30, when we did our video on the 30-minute time frame, and then when the price actually broke above this particular price level, right at this, the prices were trading at here at the time, we talked about the look, wait for the price to come back into this area of support. It was pretty much this area of support that I was really referring to for those investors who do not like to take too much of a risk. But that didn't really happen. The price continued to move higher. The price continued to break new highs. So with that respect, I admit there is, we have not been able to capture this particular move, but that is fine. The reason that I say it is fine is because on the RSI, we are folks trading on the 30-minute time frame in a very much oversold territory, meaning a retracement is going to come. So for me to get involved into this price action once again is going to be, I am already into this trade because I never exited out of this trade. So I always stayed within this particular price action, and I try to capture it, because for me, Bitcoin is more of a religion than anything else. The prices are going to continue to move higher. So that is very much the aspect that I am really looking at with respect to the prices. But when the fundamentals, they change, then we can really look for something else. But nonetheless, right now the sentiment is enormously strong, and that means that the prices are going to continue their journey to the upside. We will continue to see prices moving higher from here. If like, for instance, if the retracement comes over here, price stays above the 50-day simple moving average, we are highly likely to see this price to continue to move higher. It can go all the way to 22,000 again and way beyond that. In fact, this particular retracement, if the prices do retrace to the, if the price retrace to these 50-day simple moving average, can be very, very healthy. What we don't want it to see is the price moving below the 50-day moving average, because that will indicate there's more weakness. Then under those circumstances, this particular support level number 2 would very much come in play. So this is a time to practice patience, guys, not to get over enthusiastic. I'm just going to label these price levels for you guys so that you know what exactly I am really referring to. So overall, this is the time to stay patient, keep your heads on the shoulder, not to be overtaken by this particular move, and wait for the right entry point, because right now the RSI is clearly on an intraday time frame. It's showing us that the things are very oversold. Of course, things are very different on a daily time frame, and that means a long-term perspective. That means investors who can digest bigger risk, who can afford to do that. For that, the price is unlikely to continue. But in the short term, what I'm expecting for the prices to do is continue this journey to the upside. To summarize, the price can go all the way to 25,000, but it is about practicing patience, keeping your head cool, and wait for the price to come to a level where it makes sense. And if it doesn't, then there's no need to chase this trade, because it's better to save money on this rather than burn it with a strategy which doesn't really fulfill your portfolio, or it doesn't fit your criteria. All right, folks, that's all for today, and I'll see you guys next time.